40 brands that I will no longer be picking up at the thrift store. Join me on this journey and let me know below if any of these brands suck for you, because they do for me. I shouldn't even say that. I'm doing my best to make in between $15 and $20 more than I paid for the item so that I make a significant amount. So a lot of these are only going for 10, 12, 14, 15. So for you, that might be okay. At least you'll get to know some prices in case you have these things or they're from someone's closet or donated. But for me, it's not worth picking them up anymore, taking the pictures, having to go through the offers and all of those wonderful things. So I just want to say hi. My name is Marion and I am a reseller on Poshmark. I also sell on some of the other platforms, but Poshmark's my baby. And I had a retail store until the end of 2021. I love my career. That doesn't mean it comes without craziness, but I do love it. So let's just get right into it. My first one, which was a shocker to me, because I'm looking through my numbers to see what's not selling well for me, and then I'm getting online and researching it. So my first one, because it doesn't sell for me at a good price, is Michael Kors. Michael Kors, it used to sell so very well for me. It doesn't anymore. So that is my number one. Number two is Champion C9. Not the champion, but the C9 logo. That one does not seem to sell anymore either. It used to, but I believe, I'm not positive, but it is like the lower quality compared to Champion. I'm not sure, but it just doesn't sell for anything more than $10 at the most for me. Then we have Express. Express used to sell for me $15 and up. Now, I get offers for 8, 11, 12. And with all of these categories, I'm sure there are many of them that will sell well for you or that will sell well in lots. But it depends on how much money you want to make. Don't get me wrong. Right now in my closet, I have all of these and people are just bundling them because no matter how cheap I make them, it doesn't matter. The fourth one, is Shein. Now, I don't know if you've heard about Shein, but it seems like they don't treat their workers that well. That's Earl, my bird, if you haven't seen me before. They don't treat their workers that well, and they work them all day, and they don't pay them a lot, is what is said in the media. And they basically copy newer fashions, newer designs, newer, literally brand name trends that come out. They will copy and get it out immediately so that they can make money. Yet, from most of the people I have heard from about Shein, it literally almost falls apart after the first wash. So if you do have any, get rid of it. Fifth one is Croft and Barrow. That used to sell for me. I think now it tends to be a more mature audience's pick of the day. It seems to be more of 50, 60, 70, 80-year-olds who are wearing Croft and Barrow. Now, that doesn't mean in 2 years from now, someone may want that granny look. But right now, they don't with the Croft and Barrow. In my closet, you might get $10 for it. Ann Taylor and Ann Taylor Loft shocked me because it used to sell so well for me, so especially blazers. They used to sell so well. Not anymore. They have to literally go down to in between $10 and $15 in order to sell. The next one, number 7, is Mango. And let me know if you've heard of all of these names before. Mango. I have sold Mango over the last couple of years I can't get it to even go anymore. I can't get rid of it. So I actually donated it. Amazon Essentials. Say hi, girl. Amazon Essentials. You know, it's just cheap to begin with, so nobody is going to want to pay up for it because it's not normally a pay up type of thing, even when you buy it in retail or on Amazon, I should say. Maurice's. Now, Maurice's used to be one of the women's tops and blazers that sold very well for me and sold at a good price. No biting. No biting. Let me know if you ever sold Maurice's, because it really used to sell very well. And I mean very well for me. Old Navy. And let me tell you a little story. And I want to tell you the story because it's from when I was working at my last in-office job. And a younger girl came on. She was 26. I was about 50. And I was wearing an Old Navy shirt. Now, I never really bought Old Navy, but I got a gift certificate. So I said, oh, I'll go get a shirt. I'll go get a couple of shirts. And I did. Shh, baby. Shh. So I'm wearing the shirt and she goes, oh, my mother used to wear those shirts. Now she was 26. So her mother was probably my age. And she always wears those shirts and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. It just made me feel like it was more of a mature fashion statement also. But I'm sure not with all of it, but I know Gap hasn't been selling. Old Navy hasn't been selling as well for me. Gap is the next on the list. Gap is number 11 because it kind of is like Old Navy now. Shh. So Gap doesn't do well for me either. It's kind of like Old Navy for me. Gloria Vanderbilt. And this is a bummer. You know why? Because all of my older jeans are Gloria Vanderbilt. Amanda. And they used to sell very well. And now they don't. So I might get $12 for them. So I don't seek them out anymore. And I say this because as resellers, we have to take pictures. We have to list things. Some people measure things. It's not worth it. Now, if it is worth it to you, great. Then you're learning some brands that you can pick up. But it's not worth it to me anymore. It used to be, but now I have a lot of things in my house that don't need to be here because they're not going to sell. But that's because I had the retail store. So I really learned more when I had to buy things for a retail store and then had to bring them online. Yeah, not the same. Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova, I'm not going to say it's like Shein, but I'd say it comes in second to Shein. So I don't buy anything from them anymore, no matter how cute it is, because it's not good quality. So you can't really sell it for a lot. Karen Scott. Again, that was a great blazer I used to be able to sell. Some nice tops, some slacks, I think. Not anymore. Not for any kind of money. So once in a blue moon, come here, honey. What'd you do? You did your building? Wee! Once in a blue moon, it will sell for a little bit more, but not enough where it's worth for me to pick up, especially if it's a top. LuLaRoe is my next one. And it used to sell for, I'm going to say, only $10 back when. Now I can't sell certain things even for $5, and on my live shows $3. So LuLaRoe, I definitely do not pick up anymore. I used to think in the beginning if I picked up new with tags that it would sell, but it doesn't. So I'm ending up donating everything. Now, granted, thank goodness I bought it when it was $1, but still, it's just not even worth that. Ooh, that sounds terrible, but it's true for me. Simply Vera Wang. Now, Vera Wang's great. Simply Vera doesn't seem to sell for a higher margin anymore. But I'd say some things you can get $15 for, maybe 17. And if that's a higher margin to you, great. Just be sure to look all these up in the store. So I would keep my eye out for Simply Vera that is, you know, like really an eye catcher, and then look it up. But otherwise, Kendall and Kylie. Yeah, guys, I can't even get $10 for Kendall and Kylie anymore. I used to be able to get at least upward of 17. Not anymore. What is it? Rue 21. Oh, it used to sell. It used to sell for 15 or more. Not anymore. I'd say 12. But again, I was happy with that because I only paid $1 or $2. But I know some of you have to pay $8 where you are for tops, $4. I am fortunate that I don't at most places. But I went to Goodwill today, and let me tell you, I walked out of there with nothing. But that's another day's story. The next one is, what do we have here? The next one is Time and True. Now, Time and True is a Kmart brand. So most of it is not going to sell for any good amount of money. I sold a couple of things upward of 30, but otherwise it's really 7, 8, 10. Not worth it to me. Charming Charlie. Lots of accessories from here that you can accessorize with your outfits. Used to sell for me. They really, really hardly sell anymore. And when they do, it's not at a great price. Jessica Simpson, which surprised me when I looked into my closet and then into analytics of Jessica Simpson. It used to sell, like the shoes used to sell so well. I think I had a couple of tops, but mostly shoes. And they used to sell for good money. Not anymore. They'll sit in my closet for so long, I don't even know what I would get for some of them now. Sonoma. Sonoma, I think, is just, I was going to say a Caldors brand. Let me know down below if you know what Caldors is. Kohl's is, I think it's a Kohl's brand. So it doesn't really sell well. And yeah, not picking it up anymore. I'm not even bundling that anymore. It's just not worth it to take the pictures and everything. Forever 21. Now, Forever 21 is kind of like an Express. Same thing. You know, it just doesn't sell for a good price anymore. 9 West. Now, this is funny because this is on my list and I'm selling a pair of shoes. I sold a pair of shoes today and sent out. And they're shoes that about 4 years ago, I would have gotten $40 for. I think I got 12. Don't forget there's a commission. Yeah. Knox Rose. Now, I think this is a Target brand. And let me tell you, they have the cutest little, I'm going to say 50s, 60s type style dresses. Hi there. Say hi. Hi, people. Hello. But polka dots, frills, but they don't sell well anymore. Though, if you find a really nice one, look it up because you never know. You just never know. The next one is 90 degree or 90 degrees. I don't remember which one it is. Isn't that horrible? But you'll tell from the label tag. It just doesn't sell well anymore. Even if I put 2 or 3 together, it just doesn't sell for enough. So it's not worth it to me. That's a total, even if it's donated, donating it myself. St. John's Bay. Now, that's another one that is kind of like a mature woman's apparel, attire, because most of it is made for more mature women. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not going to come back again in some odd years as a granny sweater or a granny top, but right now it doesn't seem to be selling a lot. A New Day. I think A New Day is also Target. Wait, let me look. A New Day, I believe, is a Target brand, and just will sell for 10, 12, 13, 14. That's about it for me. Daily Ritual. Now that one, I believe when I picked them up, I thought it was a different name brand. I don't know why. It reminded me of something else. I didn't look up the comps. That's why people, please don't make my mistakes. Look up the comps. But for me, it doesn't sell well, even if it's cute. The next one is Wild Fable. And I think that was a Target one too. Wild Fable used to sell like it was going out of style. You can get a good amount for it. Not anymore. Now, if you found 3 really nice ones and bundled them, then maybe. But yeah, I wouldn't waste my time. Otherwise, I wouldn't even take pictures of them separately if I was going to bundle unless someone asked me to. Messed up, isn't it? The next one is Stradivarius. Now, have you heard of that name? I had a couple of them in my closet that I actually took out and donated because they were sitting there for a very long time. And then when I looked them up, they just seemed to be going down in price. DSG, Dick's Sporting Goods, but it's the DSG label. That is not selling for as much because it's not retailing for as much either. So you really can't get a good amount for that. I can't even give you a great amount because I took any of them out of my closet. Uniqlo was really selling at a good price rate, but it's just not anymore. So I don't pick that up. Now, Zara, when I first started out 4 years ago or so, Zara, you were getting some money for. I can't even get it out of my closet now. So as much as I love Zara, unless it was $1. And even then, it really depends. I would definitely look up comps. H&M. Now, let me tell you, there are some H&M collaborations that are great, but H&M alone, it's just not selling for as much. Now, for me, it never sold for as much, so I'm not even going to say it went down in price. I think my expectation of what I am looking for now went up. I'm looking for more from me and more of a profit. Topshop, oh, they have some of the cutest things, but yeah, their price has gone down too, and it's just not worth it. Pretty Little Thing. So Pretty Little Thing was really, really a thing. It was a pretty little thing. You made a pretty little penny. No, not that much, but now you can't. You just can't. And last but not least is Banana Republic. It's never sold at a really, really high price for me. But I tried all different types of things, so no longer picking that up, no longer keeping it if donated. So again, I want to remind you that some things, even if they're $1, I'm still going to look up the comps because they're not worth it. Other things you might find are worth it. So take this with a grain of salt. It's how my closet's going. And when I looked up certain numbers, how other things were going. But that doesn't mean it doesn't do well in your closet. So just let me know what, if any of these sell for good prices, let me know down below. And if you like this video, come here. Then say goodbye to Earl. If you like video content like this, then subscribe and hit that bell. And if you like this one, give it a like. I think if you made it this far, you probably like it, right? See you soon. I appreciate you as always. And be prepared for the new list. I appreciate you very much. Till next time.